So look here, right? So today I'm going to be reviewing the Leica Q2 camera. Professionally wise, I actually use the Sony a7R III with a couple of lenses from the G Master range. Over the past few years, I started to see it as like a work camera. On my off days or on my free days, I just don't really want to touch the camera anymore. A couple of weeks back, I decided to, okay, why don't I go and find back my passion for photography. That's when I started to go and do some research on the Leica camera. So I was researching between the Leica Q2 and the Leica M10R, which the price range is like fucking crazy. The Leica M10R is in a close to 20,000 range after you get the lens, while the Leica Q2 cam is about 8K-ish. This camera is like quite versatile. They actually have like 3 different crop modes. So you can crop to 35mm, 50mm or 75mm. So the Leica Q2 camera actually has a full frame sensor that has 46.7 megapixel. Even if you don't change the lens, you can crop in post and it can give you like whichever length that you usually would get with a normal Sony DSLR that I have, a Sony a7R III. I actually just changed the lens. It's very portable, so I've been using this camera for the past 2 weeks. It's 1 week to 2 weeks, and I brought it out way more often because I don't even bring out my work gear cameras anymore. Bringing out more often actually allows you to shoot spontaneously. So sometimes when you are at a certain place, you feel like, it's actually quite photogenic, but you don't have like a big cam next to you. So I think this camera is the perfect one for you to use. And so the Leica Q2 also has a 4K video function, but I don't really use the video function as much because I think this camera is more for photography than videography, although they included the 4K video cam capabilities. But I mean, it has its limitations as well because you can't put your microphone receiver. So it is a very plain camera, and I think the engineers intentionally kept it this way to actually let you focus on the basics, and the functions are not extraordinary so many different functions for you to use, because I think that with the new tech products nowadays, they always try to pack in a lot of features, a lot of functions that they boast in their camera, but actually when you use the camera, you don't really use that many functions or features, right? So I think the images that the Leica Q2 offer is very different from what you see from Sony Cam. Not saying that Sony Cam is not good. Sony camera is still my to-go camera for professional use, for campaigns, photo shoots, even video commercials. But the Leica Q2 is really different. Other than the experience of a camera that has so many different numbers in front, which at the start it kind of scares you a little. Basically, you just got to learn a new camera system that you have been used to for so many years. This camera actually has a macro function as well. You can actually shoot super close up, even to the bees, butterflies or flowers. So that is something fantastic about this camera. You don't need to change lens to get a variety of different shots. And I really like the images that the Leica Q2 has because it is just very soft, and there's just something very different about it. I think the range that it has is wider as well, the dynamic range. So you actually get more crisp photos where the shadows details are still there, and I think this is also because of the high megapixel that the camera has. But I think one downside about this camera is that the file size are really big because of the high megapixel. So you really have to get a good memory card. You really got to spend quite a bit for a good memory card because you don't want to limit your number of shots when you're outside. I think what I really like about the battery is also they make it so easy for you to just take it out and charge the whole thing. The battery didn't run out on me when I was out for a shoot. It was more of the memory card size space. I chanced upon this hidden corner at Gardens by the Bay. This is actually right next to the running track. This actually kind of looks like overseas. I think these are some of the spots that people don't get to see usually. I went to a train exhibition that day with the Leica Q2 camera, and these are some of the photos that I shot. Yeah, so it was a very old school kind. And you can tell that the photo, I don't know, it just somehow feels very film-like. I was also considering like getting the Leica film and not the digital, but I want to get a personal camera, for convenience. So I think at the end of the day, it's important to find a camera that suits your daily lifestyle. Film camera, maybe this is something that I will want to get when I'm more free next time, but I think currently the most convenient one would be a digital one, which also gives you kind of like a film look. I think this wraps up my review for the Leica Q2 camera. I hope you liked the video, learn a tip or two with choosing the camera that you want to buy. So for me, I did quite an extensive research for I think about 2 weeks, and I went down to the Leica store to try out the two cameras that I was considering. Through the videos, you can learn like a lot of things, like what's good about the camera and all that, but you must still try it out yourself because the camera ergonomics, the form factor is very different from the usual camera. The Leica camera is very heavy and you won't know the weight until you hold one like physically by yourself, like at a camera store. So if you like the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you learned anything. So see you next time.